Morning, guys. Morning, Discord. Morning, YouTube. How's everyone doing here? Morning. Can you guys hear me on YouTube and Discord? Yes. Awesome. And Nvidia's gonna go back to 200 again. I'm on a Nvidia short. And I wanted to take profit at 195. That was my PT. And it's back at almost at 200. We'll see. I think Nvidia, as long as it's under 201, 202, it's bearish. But I wanted to take profit today at 195 at market open. Okay, let's do together a watch list for today. Jump on YouTube if you want to see the charts. Let's start with QQQ. QQQ, very easy today. Previous day low. If we can hold that, most likely we're gonna see a bounce towards yesterday high. Yeah, above yesterday high, if can hold yesterday high as support, the Q has a gap to fill toward 631. So I will say 618 is a big level to watch. It's around yesterday's low. If QQQ cannot hold 618, I'm expecting a move lower towards 611 because we have a gap below and we have a gap above. So I think 618, 618.50 is a level to watch today. If can hold it as support, we can expect a bounce day. If you use it that level as resistance, I'm looking for a move lower for QQQ to fill the gap down towards 612, 611. So QQQ, yesterday's low, big watch for me. And if I take a trade there, it's gonna be with futures. I'm gonna trade it with NQ. Let's go with SPY. I will say SPY, if can hold 677, we could expect a bounce towards yesterday high, which is 680. If 680 acts as support, I'm looking for a move towards 682.50, and that will be a gap fill because SPY also has a gap above and a gap below. So if yesterday high 680 act as support, I'm expecting a move towards 682.50. If 677 act as resistance, I'm expecting a move down for a gap fill towards 672.50. So I think the Q looks a little bit cleaner than SPY. I like more QQQ, but you can play it either SPY or QQQ. It's pretty much the same plan for today, but I like more QQQ. I think it's easier. The chart is a little bit easier. Another thing that I'm looking is gold. Gold has very nice, huge head and shoulder. Look at the daily or the 1 hour chart. 4 hour, you can see it also. very clean, big head and shoulder here on gold. I think this could be a nice swing trade. I don't think this head and shoulder is gonna play out today, maybe not even this week, but I think it is good to watch the 900 level, 920, 900. If gold cannot hold the support level, the 900, 3900 level, we can expect a lot more downside, and that will be the neck, the break of the neck on the head and shoulder pattern. I don't know if it's gonna play out. I just think it's worth watching. Just put alerts around 900, a little bit above 900, and let's just watch how gold is gonna react there. But really nice head and shoulder on gold. But yeah, it needs to lose 3,900. Nvidia, it's another one that I'm watching. I'm already on a put play here. I played Nvidia on Monday, the all-time high reaction. I took profits around 202. Yesterday when it opened after falling overnight, and then I took another Nvidia put play yesterday when it broke the 201 level. My main target was 195, which it went there last night or today in the morning. For now, I still think Nvidia is weak as long as it keeps reacting 202. Under 202, I think Nvidia keeps being a weak stock. And I do think Nvidia needs to revisit 195 and then 190. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but again, I think as long as Nvidia stays under 202, I think it's a weak stock. Definitely worth watching if the market keeps going lower. We could definitely have a bounce day today on the market after a big move overnight and big move yesterday. But yeah, Nvidia under 202 I think is weak. Apple is another one that I like for a down move. I was looking for Apple yesterday 273, 272 reaction. I think it's definitely getting higher, just like Nvidia last week. It keep going higher, but the daily candlesticks are not really that strong. So I'm looking for Apple for a move down to 264, 265 on Apple. I think that's very valid as long as keep it under 272. So yeah, I think Apple is definitely pretty tired here. It had a very nice run up, a pullback to 264, even 253 will be nice. I don't know when it's gonna go to 253, but I definitely think as long as it keeps reacting 272, we could see a pullback easily to 265, 264. And it's looking a little bit weak right now, but we'll see. We'll see. What is the other one? Oh, IWM. It's another one that I like. The 241 level. 241 240.50. It was a very strong support level in the past. Yesterday candlestick was pretty bearish. Right now pre-market is holding this 241 level. So if the market just bounce in the morning and then reject, watch out for IWM to lose 241, 240.50. I think that could be a nice play to the downside. If I see that, if I see IWM losing 241, I think I might take a swing trade because I think we could see a move toward 238, 237. We could see a big move to the downside, but again, it needs to lose 241, 240.50. So I don't know if that's gonna happen today, but I think it's worth putting an alert there and then we'll see how it reacts to that level. Right now it's bouncing. We could definitely see a bounce and then maybe a reaction at the yesterday high. That could be another nice play. But yeah, I like it if cannot hold 241, 240.50, and it has a very nice downtrend here. It's been very weak compared to SPY and QQQ. So definitely worth watching. What else? Yeah, I will say my main watch for today is QQQ. It's the easiest chart for today. And then for future trades, I will say IWM. So trades in the future, no futures. In the future, definitely gold and IWM. Vincent said IWM was strong yesterday. No breaking down. It definitely broke down. If you see it depends on what time he said that. But if you see the daily candlestick, is a beautiful reaction candlestick of the 244 level. So that's definitely a reaction candle and a very clean downtrend the past 7 days. AMD, let's see what AMD is doing. I don't really trade AMD. I don't like how it's looking. It kind of looks like Apple keeps making higher highs and higher lows, but it definitely looks very tired here. I will say 240 looks like a strong support. It's been a very strong resistance in the past, then acted as support, so 240 could be a nice level to watch. Would I trade AMD? No. I have shares and I'm waiting for AMD to fill this huge gap that it has below. Today only voice. Yes, I'm on a cruise, I'm traveling, so yes, only voice. Okay. Yeah, so main watches for today is QQQ. No, I'm not using Starlink. I was thinking on getting Starlink because most likely I'm gonna start traveling more in the future, 2026. So I might need one. Yeah, the internet is not that fast. Yes. So if it gets pretty slow, I'm gonna have to end the stream on YouTube, but I'll keep it on voice only. What about Palantir? Let's see what Palantir is doing. Pretty messy, but really nice pullback to 188. These pullback, oh, okay. I do like this pullback on Palantir. 188, 187, even yesterday's low. This is a nice pullback on Palantir. If the market can hold today, Palantir definitely a big watch. Yeah, this looks like a very clean breakout and then pull back to retest previous all-time high. Most likely, if the market holds, it's gonna bounce. What if I'm in a position the lights goes out? I'm screwed. Nothing I can do about that. Yeah. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful 188 hold. I like it. But I'm gonna take it easy today. Like I said before, I'm already on a put play on Nvidia. I'm taking it very easy with options lately because I don't like how the market is moving. I don't think it's providing A plus setups to swing trade options because I don't scalp options. I've only traded options on to the downside on Nvidia this week. I bought puts almost at all-time high, and I took profits yesterday at around 200, and then I re-entered yesterday at 201. So I'm up a lot on Nvidia this week. If Nvidia goes down to 195 today again, I'm gonna be up on Nvidia this week around 130k. So I'm holding that and I'm taking it easy. That was on SMCI. How many Nvidia contracts? A lot. I don't think that matters. That doesn't change anything for you. SMCI. Let's see. Okay, let's check SMCI and Palantir. Yikes. SMCI, another one that I'm just buying shares and not really trading this one. Whoa. 44. Definitely an important level on SMCI. You want to see if you are long, you want to see 44 holding. It had earnings, so that's why the gap down. It just had earnings yesterday. Just wait 1 or 2 days to see what it's gonna be the real level that it's gonna hold or reject. I always like to give an earnings like at least 1 or 2 days so it can really tell me where it's gonna go next. I got my Nvidia contracts. My bigger position is for the 28th, and I have a few contracts for this week also. But the biggest one is on the 28th. 28th? Yeah, at the end of the month. I wanted to give it time because, like I said before, my PT is 195, which it hit overnight, and it just bounced very strongly off the 195 level. So we'll see if I can have 195 again when the market opens. I don't like trading Netflix, to be honest. I don't understand why you guys want to trade something that is like $1,000. I don't see there's a reason to trade that. $1,000 stock, I don't think is a good stock to be trading with options. Like, why? But it looks like yesterday's low is a good level to watch on Netflix. Yeah, I entered PayPal yesterday. Not really, but you can still enter it here. I have a bunch of shares on PayPal. I got a bunch of shares on PayPal on September, October, and then I sold here at 79, 78, at 74 also. Now I have a small position. I still think it's a good play if can hold support. And the support is 65 PayPal. It's gonna be all about whatever the market is gonna do. Oracle, I'm not touching Oracle unless it fills the gap below. Oh, it's almost there. The gap is pretty much filled. It needs to go a little lower. Ooh, that was beautiful. Anyone play that gap on Oracle? That was pretty difficult to play, but look at that beauty. We finally got the gap fill. 240? I do think Oracle can be a nice, you know what? I'm gonna buy shares. The gap is pretty much filled. I'm gonna buy shares. And I'm gonna buy more if it goes to 180. But yep, I'm gonna start buying shares right now. And Oracle. I like this one. It could definitely give you a really nice opportunity for a bounce play if can hold 240. Am I still on bull? Guys, what are you asking me for something that I'm playing with shares and is a long-term hold? You need to understand the type of trade that I'm doing with those stocks. You can't just ask me like every single month if I'm still holding something that it went down when I'm looking to hold for years. Yeah, so Oracle, I would say 243, 240. Very important level, love it. That's the gap fill. That was beautiful. Let's see what Teslita is doing. This is ugly, ugly charts. I don't know how you guys keep trading Tesla. It's such an ugly chart. The daily, such a mess. Look at this daily. It's so messy. Tesla needs to go back to 370. I don't know when it's gonna go there, but that will be the level that I'll be all over Tesla. Look at this past, I would say, month and a half. This is a mess. So messy. Yep. Yeah, I don't like Tesla. It has like 10 weeks of messy price action. You made 40K trading Tesla last month? That's awesome, but it doesn't mean it's a good chart to trade. Okay, din din din, the market is open. Good luck, everyone. Yes, Tesla. Yes, definitely. Do we have any data today at 9:45 or 10? Ooh, beautiful rejection on NQ of a pre-market high. Same thing with ES. That was perfect. Beautiful. 800 under ES under 800. It's no bueno. Okay, I like that on Nvidia. Nvidia on their previous day low, it's extremely weak. under the VWAP, also extremely weak. Can Nvidia give me 195 today during regular market hours? That's what I want today. That's all I want today. Apple pretty weak. NQ beautiful 580 reaction. Let's see if ES can break 800. SPY trying to hold yesterday's low. Okay, I'm gonna try this 800 rejection on ES. I like it. Apple crazy weak. I would love to see Apple going to 264. Yeah, I don't like that. My stop loss on this one is this 5-minute candle high hold. Nvidia trying to hold previous day low. Okay. Yes, it's still rejecting 800. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna start taking some profits here. Okay, taking a little bit more. Watch out this rejection on Nvidia. VWAP rejection, previous day low rejection. Okay, I'm taking a little bit more. And I'm out. Beautiful. QQQ, VWAP rejection, 618 rejection could be nice also. Watch out for that. A bounce and then a rejection of the VWAP. You caught that with futures? Awesome. That was beautiful, yeah. The market still looks weak. I like the VWAP rejection on QQQ. Also, Nvidia rejecting the VWAP and previous day low. That's definitely gonna help NQ weakness. Uh, 464? I think 400 will be the next strong support for NQ. I'm watching this VWAP reaction on the Q. I'm gonna wait for this 5-minute candle to close. Nice exit on the short play. Yeah, if you're playing only one contract, it's definitely difficult because you cannot take profits right on the way down and hold some runners. So that depends. If you're trading one mini, that's why I bought 16 micros. I bought 16 micros because I was trading ES. If I were trading NQ, I would have bought 10 micros only. We are long NVIDIA under the VWAP. I think we need to wait and see if NVIDIA is gonna really reject the VWAP or it's gonna hold it as support. It's fighting previous day low. NQ, very strong bounce here. ES is still under 6,800. What a bounce here. What a bounce. Apple trying, bouncing to the VWAP, same thing with NVIDIA. But I want to see Apple going down to 264, 260, 264, I will say. Yep. I was thinking on getting Apple puts yesterday, and I decided to take only NVIDIA, but I like it both for the downside. Let's see if we can get a bounce to pre-market high on the SPY and QQQ and reject there. Oh, by the way, I'm thinking on making another challenge with futures. We did a challenge in September and we made over 70K only in September. So I'm thinking of making another one for the rest of the year. But only if I have enough people that will be interested on doing it with me. So if I do find enough people to do it with me, I'm gonna make a few videos explaining how I'm gonna do it. And I've been asked a lot about how to trade with prop firms. So I'm also thinking of making videos about it. If you're interested, I'm putting the link on the chat on YouTube because I'm doing a poll there. So go to that link. Let me know if you want to do the challenge with me. Okay, another beautiful 800 rejection on ES. QQQ a little bit tricky because it's going above and below the VWAP. Yeah, if you want. Yeah, go ahead and answer the poll on the link that I put on YouTube. Yeah, thank you. Looking weak. But I think we need to see more weakness on Nvidia for the market to really die here. Yes, please. Yeah, go ahead and go to a link that I posted on the chat. Yeah, Nvidia holding previously low. I will say if you did not catch the first reaction, we need to be a little bit patient here because the market, yeah, looks weak, but at the same time, it's extremely choppy for now. Boom, boom, Wednesday, yes. Yeah, we're holding. NQ looks a little bit more bullish than ES. ES still has a little downtrend here, but I think it's gonna be difficult for the market to keep going lower if Nvidia and Apple are holding. Nvidia is holding previously low, which is not bearish at all. And the Q really trying to hold previously low also. It's fighting there. It's fighting there. Amazon not doing much. Fighting the VWAP. Microsoft kind of fighting the VWAP too. Kind of looking like a bear flag. I would love to see Microsoft go back down to 500. Watch out gold 4K reaction. IWM, if can hold 242.50, it's boom boom time. Look how strong it is. Yep. What a bounce on Nvidia. Watch out pre-market high on NQ and ES if can hold that. 600 on NQ. Most likely we're gonna have a bounce day today. Pretty bullish. Damn, what a move. Yeah, Nvidia, beautiful. Previous day low hold. Whoa, okay. If this level act as support, we wait for a break and retest on here. Yes, or NQ, SPY and QQQ, previous pre-market high. Pretty much the same thing on both. And IWN 242.50. We had data at 10. Okay. Nice, beautiful. Beautiful Ghost Rider. Crazy move now here in the market. Very strong. Very strong. NQ 600 hold. It's pretty bullish. Yes. 807. Pretty bullish. IWM 242.50. If you can hold that, pretty bullish. Let's see how Nvidia is going to react to the 200 level. That's pre-market high. Palantir looking pretty weak. The market is going up, Palantir is going down. Needs to hold the VWAP. So if you guys want to play the upside, it's better to play it with something that is moving with the market. Let's wait for data. Let's wait for the market to consolidate. You cannot buy here at this high. That will be chasing. Let's wait for the market to calm down a little bit. Damn, what a move. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this market doesn't know what is a bear market. Not even 2 days. Can we no follow back on downside move? It's pretty much just buy the dip and forget you're a trader. Just buy every time the market goes down for 2 days. Yeah, pretty much. Is this gonna be a relief bounce, or we're gonna go back to all-time high in 2 days? Yeah, pretty much, Jason, yes. Who got IWM? That was beautiful. Perfect 242.50 hold. Very strong move. You got it? Nice. Yeah, I think as long as it keeps holding 242.50 is pretty bullish. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Watch out for 244 on IWM. That's Tuesday high. Yeah, yesterday high. Yeah. What I'm watching here. Yeah, yesterday high. 244, 243.60. We have news in 3 minutes. I need more coffee. I'll be back. Okay, 680. Important resistance level on NQ and 824 on ES. We have news in 1 minute. Data. We have data in 1 minute, so it's better to wait for that. Maybe data is gonna give us a pullback to pre-market high. That would be nice. No real pullback so far. Really nice NQ 700 reaction. Nvidia holding 200 as support so far. That's bullish. It's pre-market high. If react here, we could see a pullback to the VWAP. Okay, it's reacting now. Apple pretty strong. Okay, 242.50 pullback on IWM. Let's see if it's gonna hold that level. 242 and the VWAP. I like this reaction. I want to see a bigger pullback on both NQ and ES. Let's see if we can get that. Pullback to pre-market high will be nice. Tesla, let's see what Tesla's doing. Tesla is doing what Tesla is doing. Pretty choppy. It's on their previous A low. No reason for me to trade Tesla. I think QQQ, SPY, IWM, way better and easier charts to trade than Tesla. Look at that 242.50 pounds on IWM. That was perfect. Okay. Nvidia fighting the 200. Anyone got that IWM pullback? That was perfect break and retest. I'm already up 30% on IWM. Just on that pullback. I got 0 DTs. Looking for a quick bounce. I already took some profits there. And I think as long as I keep holding the pre-market high and the VWAP is pretty bullish. Damn, look at Nvidia. That was a beautiful hold of previous day low. What a bounce today. Yeah, the market doesn't know what it's like to go in lower. Do you share your IWM trades? How many guys? I told you what was the plan on IWM pre-market. Call it out the level like 1,000 times. What else? I don't know what else do you need. Yike! What a reaction! 700 reaction on NQ. Ugly reaction on Nvidia. IWM extremely clean today. Cleaner than SPY and the Q. Look at that bounce. Beautiful. It's definitely stronger than ES and NQ. What an ugly candlestick on Nvidia and Microsoft. Go IWM, go, go. I'm taking a little bit more profits here on IWM. I'm taking profits on every push because I got 0 DTs and are up a lot. Also, ES and NQ look like they're having trouble here going higher. My favorite setup, break and retest. Like the break and retest is a classic. Show me a level is acting as support or resistance. Yeah, I'm gonna be all out of IWM. Beautiful day for me so far. Over 1800 on futures. I'm up over 39k on IWM. And Nvidia also, I took a lot of profits on Nvidia at market open. I'm up over 100k for the week only with Nvidia. I still think IWM looks good. But I'm happy with my gains. And if anything that I learned on this market, the past, I would say 3 months, 2 months and a half, is just take profits. I didn't took shares on IWN. I play it with options. What a fake out on Nvidia. I took the 243 0DT contract on IWM. I'm waiting for a pullback on SPY and QQQ to pre-market high. That's what I'm waiting for. I want to see a pullback there, and I'm gonna wait and see if it's gonna hold it as support. And I might take a small long play. It's gonna be very small because I don't want to give back any of my profits. And that's gonna be with futures. How can I follow your options plays? Here on YouTube. Sorry to hear that, Piff. And I think that is very important to remember to live our life, especially when we're here trading. We want to trade all day. We think this is like the most important thing in the world when especially when I see people trading all day and trying and asking for plays like every single day all day. It's like go outside, go outside, feel the sun, take a walk, breathe, close your computer. There's a lot of things to do outside trading. Would I take another stab on IWM? No, I want to see a SPY and QQQ going back down to pre-market high. That's what I'm looking for, and I want to see how it's gonna react there. Look at how the market is moving. Look how the candlesticks are forming. This is not what you want to trade. We're moving a little bit crazy now. We gotta be careful here. Especially after a big push, you wanna be patient and wait for pullbacks. You wanna wait for consolidation, especially if you're trading options. The best entry with options is waiting for consolidation. Because the premium goes lower. Do I see anything on gold? What I'm watching on gold is what I talk about pre-market. The big head and shoulder. Um, the big head and shoulder that he has on the bigger time frame, just put an alert at the neck of the head and shoulder, and I'm waiting for that. I'm trading futures with Tradeify. Whoa, okay. Crazy move on Nvidia. From ugly rejection to very strong push. Yeah, IWM trying to hold pre-market high, trying to hold the VWAP. I think it's gonna be all about what NQ and ES are gonna do here. ES and NQ kind of look like they're flagging, but I'm still waiting for a pullback to pre-market high. If it can hold there, I'm gonna look for a possible bounce play. That's what I'm waiting for. Come on, go lower. It's almost there. Almost there. Was that the pullback on ES? Really? That fast? Man, Microsoft waking up. I don't know, we're moving weird. How much money you need for futures play as a beginner? 90 bucks. Trading with if you're gonna trade like me with prop firms, only 90 bucks. You can do a lot of damage with 90 bucks. Trading futures with props. Yeah, I don't like how the market is moving now. The candlesticks are forming pretty weird. I didn't get the pullback that I wanted. It looks like it's gonna go without me. That pullback on SPY was crazy fast. Nvidia pretty choppy. Amazon, Microsoft very strong today. What video I have for you guys to get ready for the challenge? Go to this link. Give me 1 second. Go to the link that I posted in the chat on YouTube. You have the info there for the futures challenge. Yeah, QQ, SPY looks, they're ready for boom boom. They're ready for boom boom time. 700 NQ needs to break. I was waiting for a pullback. Never got it on QQQ. This thing looks like it's gonna go. Yeah, IWM is looking pretty nice. I mean, if the market's gonna go, everything's gonna, most likely, everything's gonna move with the market. Look at that Nvidia breakout. The important level here is gonna be 202 for Nvidia. 202, 201. Can I get a pullback NQ, please? Give me a pullback to 600, 580. That's all I want. And I think unless NVIDIA holds 202 as support, this could easily be just a bounce day. If NQ keeps going higher, the target it's yesterday high on QQQ and SPY. 680, 679.50 on QQQ on SPY, and QQQ will be 625, 626. Above yesterday high, both SPY and the Q have a gap to fill. Let's be patient here. SPY is still reacting QQQ2. We could still have the pullback that I'm looking for. We have over 100 people that wanna do the challenge with me. I'm gonna start making videos when I go back home next on the weekend, next week most likely. And I'll talk a little bit more about the challenge. Okay, seems like NQ wants to break out of the 700 level, 825 on ES. Challenge me, baby. Astra, what prop are you using? And we keep reacting. Do I think I can do a small account challenge? I'm already doing a small account challenge, but I don't really enjoy it. It's too much for me. My account with options and then the small account challenge and on trading futures. I I like more trading futures, but I'm doing a small account challenge. I'm already in a small account challenge. Do I like doing it? Not really. Let's see, can we break 700 here? If you've been struggling to pass, you don't need to pass an eval in one day. Like, there's no hurry. And if you're struggling, it means you shouldn't be doing it. You don't need to pass the account in one day. That's your A option. And if you keep blowing up accounts trying to pass it in one day, it means you don't need to do that. Just take your time. What amount of knowledge do you need to trade futures? If you can trade shares, options, you can trade futures. You don't need any. Like, I trade futures exactly the same way that I trade shares or crypto. There's no difference for me because I trade price action. So whatever chart I have in front of me is the same thing. It's exactly the same thing that I'm gonna trade shares or options or futures. There's the difference. The only difference from the way that I trade options and futures is that for options, I think it's a very good vehicle to swing trade. With futures, the way that I use prop firms is that I trade vertically, not horizontally. So what I mean is I copy trade with a bunch of accounts because I'm only looking for a small move in the charts, like in the stock market. So I'm in and out pretty fast because I'm copy trading with a bunch of accounts. So I don't need to make a big at one, I don't need to put a big size on each trade to get back a lot of profits because I'm copy trading with a bunch of accounts. Like right now, the trade that I did with futures, it was like, I don't know, 10 seconds, maybe 1 minute trade. But and I only made $368 per account, but I was copy trading with 5 accounts, so that's over 1800. So that's what I mean when I say I'm making profits or I'm making money vertically because I'm copy trading with a bunch of accounts. Less risk. That way, kind of dividing the risk between all the accounts because I'm using less size per trade and per account. Okay, we keep rejecting the 700 on NQ. But there's no continuation to the downside. So each account costs monthly fee? Not really. It depends what prop firm you're using, but not my accounts. Like these 5 TPT accounts is just one time $90. I'm not paying any monthly fees on those ones. With Apex, I have the lifetime PA fee. I pay for $85 lifetime PA fee, so I'm not paying also monthly fees on those ones. you basically pay when you make profits and you apply for payment, they take, it depends what prop you're using, they take 20%, others take 10%, right, off your profit. So basically it's 80-20 or 90-20 divided between you and the prop, which I think is pretty good. Do you always use a stop loss on your futures trade? I'm always use a stop loss on any trade that I take. So Apex is cheaper than TPT. Um, let's see. So for Apex, you pay. I paid under 30. Let's say $38 for the eval plus 85 for the PA. That's a funded account. So I pay $123 per account. Multiply by 20 accounts. That's under 2,500. I paid, whoa, okay, under $2,500 for 20 accounts. So by this context, TPT is cheaper because I only paid $90 per account. Yike. Look at that reaction again. That's ugly. Yeah, that's basically cheating. Cheating if you're only paying, like, okay, with the futures challenge that I did in September, right? So I got over 3,000% return on my 2,500 investment on 20 accounts with Apex. Why wouldn't I do that over and over again? Like, it makes no sense to me to not use the prop firms the right way, obviously. The idea is to take that money out of the prop and you put it into your bank account. It's not like keep like buying accounts and blowing up those accounts and keep buying and going in that circle over and over again. Do I still have the 20 accounts? I have other 20 accounts. The 5 accounts that you see on the screen are TPT accounts, not Apex. I needed new accounts because I had a problem with Tradeify and my 20 accounts got blow up. So I needed to get new ones. Do you change your strategy in any major way doing a small account challenge? You have to. Small account challenges are extremely difficult. Like you have to trade completely different with small account challenge. I use with no matter what broad firm I use, I always trade with Tradeovate. Okay, let's see how if Nvidia's gonna go to 202. I think that's the real test for Nvidia. Do I still have any lips? No, I have shares. I don't like how NQ and ES keep going higher, but the candlesticks are ugly reaction candles. Yeah, on TPT Pro. Yeah, Pro. Pro TPT Pro are the funded accounts. Yeah, exactly. I do think that this PA is like, I feel like we're gonna get a huge candle either to either side out of nowhere. Like, look at the ugly candlestick ES and NQ, QQQ, and SPY are making. It keeps going, it keeps making higher highs and higher low, but look at the long wicks at the top, which means rejection. Do you swing trade futures? No, you cannot swing trade futures with prop firms. But you can enter a trade like at 6, 5:30 in the afternoon for technically a swing into the next day. But I don't trade the overnight session with futures. I think it's extremely slow, extremely choppy and boring. You have some days like last night that you had some good move, but most of the time it's extremely choppy and boring. Also, I don't want to be sitting in my computer all day watching charts. My whole idea of trading is just trading the first few hours of the market open, New York session, and then just be done with my work. Yeah, the 50Ks are better than the 100Ks accounts on Apex, yes. Let's see 202 on Nvidia. If 202 acts as support, that's gonna be pretty bullish. Another ugly rejection candle on ES and NQ. I kind of like this rejection on ES, but I'm not trying to catch the top here. Yeah, I like this reaction on ES, but I'm not gonna take it. Ooh, look at that. That was beautiful. Perfect 825 reaction. For me, this upside move looks pretty tired. But this market is crazy, so I'm not gonna try a short play with how the market is moving today. Let's see how the 30-minute candle is gonna close on ES. So far, it's ugly. ES looking weaker than NQ right now. Oh, that was nice. Anyone caught that reaction on ES? That was clean. I was so close to get it. But I changed my mind last minute. That was so clean. Is Nvidia gonna go back to 203? When am I starting the challenge? You had all info on the link. 4 more minutes until this 30-minute candle close on ES. I'm waiting for that to see if keeps rejecting 625, 626. It's gonna be too late. That was a play that I was looking for. Rejection. Yeah, the market, it was, like I said before, it kept going higher, but it definitely looked tired. Yeah, that was perfect. Perfect reaction. Really nice reaction on ES. Yeah, that was beautiful. Anyone caught that? You got it? Nice. Nice. Yeah, the problem is NQ. It's NVIDIA. Microsoft gave back the entire move already. What a move on NVIDIA. Crazy. I still think we need to pull back to the VWAP on SPY and QQQ. Yeah, but you can short the market with NVIDIA doing what it's doing. IWM, really nice consolidation above 242.50. Really nice. Yeah, if you want to short the market, like the first thing is to understand what the market overall trend it is. Right now it's bullish. So if you're going against the trend, you cannot hold your short for a big move to a downside. It's if you're trading against the trend, it needs to be a quick scalp. You can overstate on a trade that is going against the trend. No, I'm not selling Nvidia shares. I'm not selling my Nvidia shares. Oh, Nvidia non-stop. Okay. 203 is the next big level for Nvidia. TPT or Apex for the challenge? Both. Thoughts on GC 4000 rejection? Same thing that I talked pre-market. There's no difference. IWM looks like it's ready for boom boom. Nvidia 203 reaction. Let's see if it's just gonna be a pullback to the VWAP or if it's gonna break it. Crazy bounce today on Nvidia. Apple really nice consolidation holding the VWAP all day. Yeah, ugly price action on ES. Yike. Yike. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like how the market keeps going higher, but then you have ugly reactions. But no follow through on the reactions. I think we did pretty good. Um Trading the first few minutes of the market open and then just not trading anything here. Really nice, patient. And I made money, so To trade mini or micros? I think if you have to ask that, it means you're new with futures, most likely. So I will say you should trade. My recommendation will be to trade micros, just to get a feel of how micros move. I think Wednesdays are really tasting my patience. My man, Wednesdays are like so choppy. I would say the past well, since September. I think September started to be like really really difficult month to trade. Last month was all also like very difficult, and Wednesday it's been like ugly. My futures buddies, they're on the futures channel. They're not here with me today. Not on Wednesday. We trade together on Mondays, Tuesday, and Thursdays. The market had a great move overnight, like last night around 7 p.m. Then it's been dead during regular market hours. I still think we need a bigger pullback on ES and NQ. But I don't know if I want to be sitting here all day waiting for that. See, another reaction, another strong bounce. Looks like Nvidia's pulling back, but maybe it's Apple time now. Come on, market, just pull back a little bit more. Or do something. Okay, is right. Are we gonna get the pullback here? Come on, just go lower already. Go lower already. Okay. Keep going. Don't bounce here. Another VWAP bounce on IWM. Keeps holding pre-market high on the VWAP. Okay, I like this reaction. I like this. Keep going lower. Come on. Do something. I don't know if Nvidia is gonna pull back to the 200 because I don't use the 200, but I can see it maybe pulling back to the VWAP. I want to see Nvidia closing under 201, like the daily candle closing under 201. Gonna try a rejection here. My stop loss is gonna be 680, and Tradeify didn't bomb me that. Okay, I don't know why. Is Tradeify having troubles today? Oh, look at that. It bought me now. What the heck? And got me a really bad field. Well, let's see. 680, it's gonna be my stop loss. It lost connection, it says. What's going on? I don't know what happened there with Tradeify. Got me a bot field, and then I click exit market, but it didn't sold. Then it said no connection, so I guess it was the Wi-Fi here. I like this 700 rejection here on NQ. Oh, we're having a decision in a few minutes? Yeah, I'm not touching this. You guys had a trouble with Tradeify also? Okay, so yeah, I'm not touching this. Microsoft today is crazy weak. Yeah, that was nice. 700 rejection on a falling wedge. I'm sorry, rising wedge on NQ. I think here, as long as it keeps reacting, keep it under 700, I think we could see first 640, then 620, and then 600. Let's see how SPY and QQQ are gonna react to the VWAP. And we have another bounce. What is Tesla doing today? I don't know. Tesla is crazy choppy. Apple looks like it wants to boom boom. Well, yeah, I'm done, guys. I'm not taking any more trades. I'm green with futures and options. I'm happy with my trades today. I'm pretty happy that I was extremely patient. Like Wednesday, it's been definitely testing my patience like every single week. But yeah, I'm done. I don't want to trade these. I don't want to keep watching these. I want to enjoy my vacation. And I'll see you guys most likely on Monday. I don't want to trade tomorrow. And I always take off Fridays. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a good one. I will say don't trade anything here because this is BS. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys on Monday. Enjoy your day. Bye.